It's been a bit. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a little bit, I know. I am absolutely horrible with uploading on this channel. Also, I'm sorry about the fan in the back. It is kind of warm in here. But, today's video, I'm going to be talking about meeting the triplets for the second time and my experience. So, if y'all don't know, the triplets are on tour right now. They're doing their Let's Trip 2023 tour. Very exciting. And I went to the Oklahoma City show. So for my show, I got Small Talk Group D, I got Red Carpet, and Just the Show. I sadly didn't get backstage. I really wanted to, but I didn't. But yeah, so my experience, I will be talking about Small Talk and Red Carpet, which all of the tickets that I've seen come with Red Carpet. It's just a matter of if it's the earlier or later time. If you have the earlier Red Carpet, then you go before the show, and if you have later Red Carpet, then you do it after the show, after like backstage and all that. So my show was Sunday, February 22nd, 2023, up in Oklahoma City. As you can see, I'm wearing the vintage crew neck that was at our show. And the front is this, and then the back, I can't really show it, but the back has all the tour dates, but your tour date is highlighted with hearts at the end of them because that was the show you went to. I woke up at around 6 a.m. because I need to wake up early to get ready or shit won't go right. I took a shower, brushed my teeth, got my outfit on, made sure I had everything. I left around 7 a.m. because the parking lot was kind of small, and I wanted to make sure that I got a spot like in that parking lot because the area that the show was in was kind of ghetto, and I didn't feel comfortable parking my car in the parking lot across the street from the venue because there's other buildings in that area. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. So I got to the venue around, I think it was 9 o'clock. Actually, I got into the city and I chugged a Pepsi on my way to the show because I wanted Chris to sign a can. Spoiler alert, he didn't because Small Talk went by way too fast. But I chugged an entire Pepsi, so when I got to the show, I had to pee. So I drove around to, there was a McDonald's, gas station, and Taco Bell in the area. So before I drove to the venue, I stopped at all three places. All three of them were closed because it was 9 in the morning. And so I decided to drive to the venue and just sit there because I wanted to make sure I had a good spot. Funny thing, a minute after I pulled in, the triplets tour bus drove up. And I remember seeing their tour bus like drive up, and I immediately started crying. Like, I saw the tour bus start to drive, and I kid you not, I went. I don't know if they saw me or not. I don't think they were looking out the window. But if they saw me, I probably would have looked crazy. A little bit after their tour bus pulled up, I realized that not that many people were pulling into the parking lot yet. And I found a gas station nearby that was open on Google Maps. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I am just going to drive to a gas station and go pee and then come back. So I drove to the gas station and went pee there and then drove back. Funny enough, while I was at the gas station, a bunch of cars pulled in. So there was only like 2 spots left in like the area that I parked in, which was kind of weird because there weren't many cars before I left. But I sat in my car for a good, I think, hour and a half because it did start snowing and it was really cold and all I had was a crew neck on. So I decided to stay in my warm car until it was close to time for lining up for like Small Talk. So at about 10:50, around 10 minutes before Small Talk started, I got out of my car and I met my friend Olive outside in the line, and we started lining up. And then the people who scanned tickets came up and scanned everyone's tickets, gave everyone their designated wristbands, and then they started organizing everyone. So like they would walk around the line holding up a clipboard that said like Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D. And they'd be like, if you're Small Talk Group A, please come with me. If if you're small talk group B, please follow me. And then they put everyone in the order. So they made the first part of the line small talk group A, and then group B, group C, group D. So everyone could just go in instead of like trying to find everyone, get everyone in, have them do small talk and all of that. And funny thing is, the venue with like their picture thing set up was too small for everyone to just stand around in. So after your small talk was done, you had to go back outside in the 30-degree weather. So that was fun standing out in for like an hour combined. Also, sorry about my cat. I have 2 cats in here right now, so if the camera wiggles, it's because of my cats. It went by kind of fast standing in line. Like, before we knew it, we were like right up by the doors. So when you get up to the door, if you have a bag, they check your bag, and they have the little hand metal detectors, so they started like, scanning your pockets to make sure you didn't have anything. And then they let you in the building, and like right when you get into the door, the merch stand was right there, and I was gonna buy my merch before going up to meet them because I wanted them to sign my poster, but the small talk line started getting smaller, so they're like, hey, you can get merch after you meet them, get in line, because the line started to get smaller. So me and Olive got into the line, and then walked up. Chris remembered me from Houston.
Oh my god, you already got tattoos, right? You got the Nick one, right? Am I right? Yeah, that's
me.
A moon?
So that was fun, and I had him draw a moon on the little paper that they signed for a tattoo. He put a little moon for a tattoo. And then I walked up to Matt. Me and Matt didn't really have a conversation. It was kind of weird. It was like one-worded answers, and it was kind of awkward. But it was still nice to meet them. And then I walked up to Nick, and the first thing he said was, nice to see you again. And I was like, stop it.
Hi, it's nice to see you again. Everyone's like this.
Yes. I wanted to cry because I honestly didn't think they were gonna remember me. Because like I have longer hair now. I'm a little bit smaller. My glasses are different. I have like new piercings, but they did. It was weird. And I will say, small talk, you get about 20 seconds with each triplet. And our show wasn't sold out either. So that was a little unfortunate, but I'm still happy that it happened. And then after small talk, we walked back outside the building, and then they started lining everyone up for a red carpet. And then before we knew it, we were back up to the front of the line. We walked in, did our red carpet photo. This is my red carpet photo, the one me and Olive did. I think it's really cute. Also, here are these selfies that I got with the triplets. Very cute. Love them. And then after red carpet, we walked back outside because the people who had just red carpet with their ticket had to go in and do the red carpet. And then after those people were done, they started letting everyone in to line up to like group up by the stage for the actual concert. And we stood in the little like pit area for about an hour before the show started. So it was basically, the first part of the show was about 20-minute Q&A. They had a little box set up and like pieces of paper and a Sharpie so that you could write down questions for them and put them in the box. And that was the box they had on stage, and they were answering, people's questions. So they did that for about 20 minutes. It was like a live car video. It was really cool. And then after the triplets got off the stage, there was about 2-3 minutes in between each set. So it was about 2 or 3 minutes, and then Max came on the stage to introduce Malcolm. Malcolm performed, I think it was 4 songs, I want to say. He performed Selfish, Counting Sheep, Pictures, and Fall Apart. Those were the only 4 songs he did, I think. And then after he was done, Trill came out on the stage. He performed, I think it was also 4 songs. He did Drunk Calls, Brand New, Applause, and Loose Screws. I can't remember if he did any other songs, but those are the ones that I remember him performing. And then after Trill was done performing, everyone came back out onto the stage. They played, I can't remember what the song was called. It was like, I Just Want to Rock. I can't remember, but it was that song. And they only played like 20 seconds of it, which I thought was weird, but it's okay. And then they said their thank yous and you guys were crazy and the show was great and blah blah blah. And then after the show ended was when they started doing backstage. They started lining everyone out at backstage up. I didn't have backstage, but the friend I was with did. So I can tell you what a little bit of her experience was. So they got into the line, and then after everyone was in line and they made sure everyone was, had backstage, they brought everyone back. You got about 15-20 minutes with them backstage, and then you left. And my friend brought my Polaroid camera back there because she wanted Polaroid pictures, and she got both Matt and Maddie to sign my Polaroid camera, which was crazy. And then after they did backstage, they did the later time red carpet photos. And then after that, of course we had to wait after the show at the tour bus. I didn't wait by the tour bus, I waited in my car, but some of the friends that I met there did wait at the tour bus, and for some reason right now it's a controversial topic because Malcolm threw a sock at them. It was a clean sock. I don't know why it was controversial, but it was. Malcolm threw a clean sock out the window at the fans, and then they just kind of talked to them for a little bit and then left. The funny thing is, I didn't realize they left the same time I did, because when I drove off, their tour bus was already gone. So I started driving, and then I start to get onto the main road, and when I get on the main road, I see that the Triplets tour bus was behind me in the other lane, and I was like, oh shit, that's their tour bus. They ended up speeding up a bit, and we drove side by side for a good 3 minutes. And it was funny because since the tour bus is a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier, it was taking up their entire lane plus a little bit over. So my car was sandwiched between the Triplets tour bus and the curb. Which honestly, I was okay with it because it wasn't ruining my car. It was just kind of funny to think about. And then I had to get on the highway and the Triplets bus kept going straight, so that was us going our own ways. But yeah, that was my little bit of experience. There wasn't much, sadly. Like I said, small talk was literally 20 seconds per person. And like I said, Chris remembered me as the girl with the matching tattoo with Nick. And Nick just full-blown remembered me. I do not know if Matt remembered me or not. He did not say anything to indicate that he did. We just had a normal hello, hi, how are you doing conversation. So yeah, I'm sorry if this video is kind of short and kind of boring. This time around, meeting the Triplets wasn't really as much as exciting as the Houston show was. The Houston show was fucking crazy. We had 15 minutes with them and all this crazy shit happened and all that. Here, I didn't have to stay in a hotel because the venue is literally an hour away from here, so I was able to just come home afterwards. But after the show, my post-concert depression usually hits really hard after shows, so I forced myself to be with people for the last 4 days so I wasn't in my thoughts alone. Tonight's my second night alone since the show, and I'm doing okay. But the first night after the show, I came home, I kid you not, I cried on my way home, and I cried when I got to my room. And then I texted my friend, and she picked me up, and we went to her house, and I stayed the night with her, and then I came home, and I was home for about 2 hours without a friend with me, and I cried during those 2 hours. And then I went and picked up a friend and brought her here and had her here for 3 days. I will say, I was an insider for the Sterniolo HQ Instagram account as well. So if you go to their Instagram account and look up the Oklahoma City lives, you will see I did a live after the red carpet and small talk, answering questions, and then I went live for Trill's set as well. So those are both on that Instagram account, which is right here, Sterniolo HQ. They have insiders for every show, so you'll always get insider views. And then I went live for the Sterniolo Q&A on my main account, which is right here. You could also find the pictures of me and the triplets on there. It's pinned on my profile. Anyway, yeah, I am so sorry that this video was kind of short and kind of boring, but I just wanted to talk about my experience. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I know content hasn't been really pouring out of this. I am working on a podcast with my friends called the No Thoughts Podcast. You can go subscribe to our YouTube channel because we will start posting again soon. Everyone has just been very busy with life. So we do have 2 episodes ready to be posted. It's just going to be a matter of time of when. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night.